Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Let's Get Real with Real Estate. For all you tiny home lovers out there, I have found you a cute little tiny home at 232 Flamingo Drive in Cocoa, Florida. And you are just a stone's throw from the beautiful Atlantic Ocean and sandy beaches. 139.9, it's 1 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. 340 square feet, built in 2022. Okay. She has been on the market for 38 days. Welcome to this one-of-a-kind tiny home in the highly sought-after Peace Wind tiny home community, where you can own the land, not a land lease. Built in 2022, this thoughtfully designed home features a spacious 12 by 15 primary bedroom, butcher block countertops, a new porcelain farmhouse sink, gas range, and an updated bath with a zero-entry shower behind a reclaimed 100-year-old barn door. 2 lofts provide exceptional storage, so you better be able to climb. While the screened porch is the perfect place to relax, the oversized backyard is a gardener's dream, with butterfly-attracting native plants and plenty of room to enjoy the outdoors. Chickens are allowed. Quack, quack, chicken, chicken, chicken! Making it a deal for a sustainable lifestyle. Peace Wind, first approved tiny home community in Brevard County, Florida, offers a low HOA fee. However, you do own the land, there obviously is an HOA fee, so you need to find out what that is. They have a dog park, community green space, and is conveniently located near I-95 and State Road 520. Shopping, dining, Port Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, Orlando, and Florida's beautiful beaches. Been on the market for 38 days, listed by Jeremy T. Silber. Silber. Jeremy T. Silber. Sorry, Jeremy. Here's his phone number at Dale Sorensen Real Estate Incorporated. Call that phone number, and I'm sure he'll be happy to help you. So let's see what we have here. We already know what's in it, but we can check and see what we missed. We have a split cooling system. It's electric heating. Included is electric water heater, gas range, and refrigerator, electric dryer hookup in unit, washer hookup, but it must not have a washer. Built-in features, ceiling fans, shower, no tub, vaulted ceilings, laminate and tile flooring, no fireplace. There's the size of your lot right here, 7,405 square feet. So you will be paying a property tax on that. It's framed and metal roof, built in 2022, public sewer, public water. That's fabulous, because nothing worse than being in your tiny house and not having water and sewer. Cable is available, so you can get your internet going, electricity connected, sewer connected, and water is all connected and ready to roll. It's in Peace Wind Tiny Home Community in Cocoa, Florida. It has a HOA of $65 a month. Amenities include dog park and park. I don't know what that extra park is, but there it is, so you get 2 park. The tax assessed value is $97,000. Your annual tax amount's $1,000, right over $1,000. That's not too bad. Listing terms, they want cash for it. So if they're demanding that that's their only terms is cash, then they have to be a little negotiable on the price, because not everybody wants to roll in with 140 grand and throw it at you in a bag. You know what I mean? So put in your best offer, put your best foot forward, and go for it if you want it. You never know. It's been on the market 38 days, and they want it sold. They didn't put it on the market to play with it. Let's see how long it's been listed. Okay, so it was listed for sale in 2024. It was built in 2022, so I don't know what happened those other 2 years. For 169.9, the price changed to 149. Listing removed in 24. In October of 2024, at 189. Listing removed. Listed for sale in 2025, 169. Listed for rent. So obviously either it's owned by the people who own the whole place, or you're able to rent out your place there, which was another plus if you can, so you'd want to check on that. Listing was removed. Then we had a price change, $1,500. They tried to rent it again. They're still trying to rent it here. They're still trying to rent it for $1,300. They decided to list it for sale again. in 2026 for 158. Listing removed, listed for sale for 150. And you can see for yourself what they're doing here. So all the way down, we're now down to 139.9. Then they had a price change in and August 4th of this year, which is like what right now, to 89,000. They had a price cut of $50,000. It said to 89,000, but that price still says 139.9. So you need to call that agent and say what the hell's going on here with this price? Is it 89? Because it's listed at 89. This still says 139.9. So find out what the dealio is there. So let's look at our photographs. Oh, isn't that cute? That's just adorable. I don't see $140,000 adorable. Maybe 89,000. That's what I'd offer too. And I don't know what's going on there, but I'd even offer 80,000. All they can do is sit with it and wait for nobody else to buy it, and then if you really want it, it's yours. So that's cute. We have a little fence. Looks like it's made out of pallets, so if that's your thing. You know, it looks like a lot of reused and restored and beautiful things put together in a very nice artistic way. You've got some lovely palm trees, cute little yard space. Oh, that's adorable. We have a stackable washer and dryer. They should have said that, but they didn't. So it led us to believe there was no washer, but there it sits. So you can wash your clothes and take a nap at the same time. Isn't that great? You should always have a bed in your laundry room. So here's a loft bed here. I believe that's a mirror right there. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what it might be a closet. I don't know what that is. It's kind of misleading. So, you know, it's a basic, almost like the size of a shipping container, really. Even smaller. They're bigger. So here's your bathroom. Oh, look, there's that 1,000-year-old barn door. I hate barn doors. But anyway, some people don't. So, if this is your thing, it's really beautifully done. I'm sure they have spent a lot of time sourcing out all the pieces they've put in here. There's a lovely shower with some stone in there. I can see that. There it is there. Those are nice choices. I love this tile here. That's beautiful. The tile on the walls sort of is to mimic wood. I wish they would have shown us the bottom because I think they did some kind of pebble thing in the bottom of the shower, which I don't know if you've ever been in one, but it feels really good on your feet. So here's our kitchen with the farmer sink dropped in, or they call it a drop-in sink. I feel like every sink sort of drops in, doesn't it? I mean, that's what you do with it, drop it in a hole. So that looks like, I don't know if that looks like a refrigerator over there. Yeah, there it is there. There's a refrigerator, stainless steel. There's another little loft space up there. I see a mini split up there as well. I think there were two of those. One in each end. There's a bathroom down there, so we got a whole view here. That looks like some type of pet windows. Maybe if you have a cat or a dog, they can just bounce out the window. We have these nice beams across the ceiling. That's a nice touch. I'm not crazy about this flooring, but it is nice flooring. It looks like nice flooring. I mean, for me, this is not my aesthetic at all, but I could still live in this small space, just redoing it differently with different colors and things. Here's the backyard. That's a beautiful little backyard, isn't it? And they've made a lovely lanai here in the back with some outdoor furniture. That's beautiful. The backyard is just lovely. Who cares how small the house is? Look how pretty that is. They have some beautiful palm trees. Those look like Adonaidia palms. They must have made it through the freak freeze that they had in Florida. Peace Wind Tiny Home and Cottage Community. So there's a sign into your new tiny home community. That's a cute little gazebo type situation. I don't know what's going on in there. But that backyard is just lovely, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So there's a cute little tiny home for you if you want 340 square feet, nothing to worry about. Certainly the maintenance wouldn't be sky high because If you need a roof, if you needed a new roof, they could probably put it on in a couple of hours. Not a lot of plumbing to worry about. Beautiful little yard. They've just done a beautiful job with the yard. It's just lovely. I think the outside is my favorite part about it. So we have this part of the house here, and then notice there's the extension part here. So you'll feel like it's bigger than it is, I'm sure, when you're inside. I hate that we didn't see that window anyway. That must be a mirror. I think that's a mirror right there. I thought it was a window, but I'm thinking maybe not. And the backyard, that was a really good photograph of the backyard. So there she is, the tiny house. Everybody talks about a tiny house. So I said, well, let me find this little tiny house and share that with them. So here she is. I've been holding her for a few days. So it's 139.9, one bedroom, one bathroom, 340 square feet, 232 Flamingo Drive, Cocoa, Florida. You are jumping, hopping, a skipping, a boom right on the beach you'll be. And if you want to know how many people live in Cocoa, Florida, it is, as of 2024, there were 19,909 residents in Cocoa, Florida. For some reason, the temperature thing is not working. And we have a list of foreclosures. Like in every town we see, there are just more and more and more foreclosures hitting the market. I would tell you to scour them because you can find some quite the deal in some of these homes. Here's our race and diversity chart in Cocoa, Florida. You can pause your screen and have a look at those numbers if you'd like. Crime rate. Now this only goes up to 2025. They didn't have any auto thefts that year. That's cool. Only 3 murders. Here's our presidential election graphs. They seem to like to repeat themselves, so they do it in a pie and a bar graph. So it's the same information, just presented 2 different ways. All religions are represented. If that's something that you're looking for, we have lots of grocery stores and other type stores in Cocoa, Florida. It's not a teeny tiny small place. It is by one of my favorite beaches. It's downtown Cocoa Beach. I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's one of my favorite beaches, and it's not where tourists go. So that's it for our little tiny home in Cocoa, Florida. So if that's something you're looking for, here she is, 139.9, 340 square feet. You could be happy forever. Until the next episode, I'll see you real soon on Let's Get Real with Real Estate.